cheaper than I expected.
How far away is your car?
It was 3 miles away. We got it going, so I drove it home and then I parked it here until I get the part in the mail. Then I'll hope it turns over, and if not, I'll smack it until it does, and then drive it over to the mechanics.
Hi, Riley.
How much experience did we get last week?
3,000.
You don't got nothing.
45, 50 of 48.
Woo! Okay. So close. So close.
I'm so behind.
Yeah, not quite that close. But also, Travok just came back to life, so I can't complain.
It's okay. Dave still sent me nothing. So
he's still giving you nothing?
He hasn't sent me his updated helm sheet or his halfling. So no idea what's going on there.
Me and Mike were joking around that, like, since he was just introduced, he's gonna be like, "Oh shit, I forgot something," and just run away for 2 sessions.
No, it's just not gonna be his character. That's all. We'll figure out what's going on with him later.
So you just got a halfling with he had a basket of something.
I've already got a backstory and everything ready for it, so I'm not worried about it.
Basket of dragon teeth or something?
Vampire teeth.
Vampire teeth. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Yeah, I don't know, and Dave, I guess Dave misses out on experience going forward until he decides he wants to play and tell me something.
If we could all hit level 9 before his new character hits, that'd be fantastic.
Oh,
that would be pretty fun.
We're not live, right?
We are live. I can kill it. 2 seconds.
No, you don't have to. I don't know if Dave actually watches them or not. But funny story. So Ashley came into McQuaid's and is basically trying to force Dave's hand to not playing on Sundays. Just so you're aware. Because she came in and we were just talking and she was like, "Oh, we need to get together, blah 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 blah," you know, the usual chit chat. And then she was like, "By the way, did Dave say anything about you guys changing days?" I said, "No, he didn't say anything at all to me." She's like, "Oh, okay, because I told him that, you know, Sundays are basically the only day that we have together now because I just got a job. So Sundays are our only day off, and I really would prefer him not playing D&D on the one day that we share together. Just a heads up, because he's going to try and pull some, we should start on Saturday nights or whatever the case." And I told her, I said, "Ashley, we've kind of gone over this in the past, and Sunday is the only day that works for everybody." And she's like, "Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate, you know, because we like to go out and do things. Like, we'd like to come to your house and see the baby, but, you know, if it's always going to be D&D, then we can't do those things. So, you know, I'm just trying to get him to change it." I'm sure he didn't say anything. I was like,
well, last session he didn't say much of fucking anything, let alone about that topic. But addressing it before it hits, I'm assuming we're still in the same boat. No other day really works.
Pretty much.
And we've tried this several times, and it's always come back to, yeah, Sunday is it. That's the day.
Because I know Saturdays don't work for you, me, and Chris. And I can't imagine a weekday working well for fucking anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No weekdays for me.
So, yeah. Sunday fun day. This is what I do.
Yeah.
I've been talking a bunch of shit to Steve, too, because I'm whooping his ass right now in fantasy football.
Oh, nice. I'm up right now, but not by a crazy amount, I believe. No, I got a 30-point lead.
Do you, though?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Tom Brady didn't do dick this week.
No, he did not.
He started fucking Evan Engram, who got him a fucking 0. His kicker got him 3 points.
Steve started Matt Stafford, who had him like 4 points going into the fourth quarter. And I was like, wow, that's a bust. And then I went to check the score after the 1 o'clock game. So I was like, what the fuck? 15 points? How did he get 10 points in like 3 minutes, like in 1 quarter? But apparently he went from no touchdowns to 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I got Newton and AJ Green, so they both did pretty well for me.
See, I benched Stafford in favor of Prescott today, so I'm very conflicted with the Packers game, but Prescott's doing well.
I
Yes, no.
His car got hurt.
Pretty much, I'm like, touchdown as long as the Packers get one too.
If this could be just a 45-48 game, you know.
That'd be amazing. That'd be perfect. I'd be okay with that. I don't have the Packers or the Cowboys D. I dropped the Cowboys D. They're fucking terrible.
I got
They lost me points last week, the Cowboys D, so I dropped them in favor of the Texans.
I got Chiefs D. I'm going at
I would have been
30.
fine this week if Jacksonville's defense, of all people, 30 points.
What?
2
They were playing in
touchdowns,
England, right?
5
That's
interceptions.
why.
No, that was last week. They played in England.
Fair enough.
They
2
played
touchdowns.
Baltimore last week.
I'm just upset because I have.
They were
Aaron Jones on my
back-to-back.
bench this
They were
week.
back-to-back pick sixes. I was watching. Okay, I was watching the Bengals Bills game, and they showed the first pick six, and they're like, "Oh, we have a score update." And just so you know, it might feel like deja vu, but we promise you, this is a different play. Literally, Big Ben throws a pick six. They kick off to the Steelers, and he throws another one.
That's fucking unreal. 30.
One was
points
like
for
a
Jacksonville
30-yard. One was like a 30-yard return, and the other was like a 58-yard return.
The upside
I'm
Chris
just
is at
upset. I
least
benched Aaron
Roethlisberger got
Jones.
2.6.
17 points on my bench from Aaron Jones.
My bench actually is not doing well, so that's good. Just my defense. I sat Seattle's D in favor of Carolina.
Rivers had an okay game, but Newton had a better one, so I'm happy with that.
Cowboys lost me in my game last week -5. So
And
they
this
got
week,
5 points. That's a 10-point swing. That would have given me the win last week.
Doug Martin comes off suspension, and I'm like throwing him in the flex because everybody's on a bye, and he got me 15 points. I was on that.
Yeah, that's on my opponent's bench this week. I'm laughing.
I don't know why. If you draft him, you know he's going to get touches. You know he's going to, especially after this week. You know he's going to do well because they're going to put Jaquiz Rogers in the number 2 spot.
Oh, I love seeing Muscle Hamster on the bench. It was fantastic.
Stupid people.
I'm okay with it in this case.
That being said, we won't talk about the Thursday night football game.
Did you actually watch it? I didn't know if you were just sitting on the couch just being angry.
I DVR'd it because I wasn't going to make Melissa watch it. So we watched our own shows, and then she fell asleep when we were watching Spartacus. So once she fell asleep, I was like, all right, I'm going to turn the game on. So I didn't start the game until right around 10.
Okay.
It's a bad idea. Because at like 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm screaming at my TV and just pounding hard ciders. Just raging at the television. I had to work at 6:30 the next morning. So I was 45 minutes late and pissed off at the world because someone needs to kill Nick Folk. And then Canada, as this game is going on, is sending me messages. Wow, you can't kick a break from Nick Folk, huh? He fucks you any way he can. So I'm getting more and more mad as he's shanking chip shot field goals.
That was the next morning.
The game.
He texted me that. Like, I'm at work and I get just a screenshot of him like, so Nick Folk really just kicks you in the balls, huh? And your response is just immediately, fuck off. I'm like in the bathroom fucking dying.
Yeah, I said, fuck you, and then he sends me something else, and I put all caps, fuck, ... all caps, you. And then he stopped talking to me. I got to work and I was pissed. I just came and just started yelling at people. Dan came up to me the next day and he was like, you were kind of in a bad mood. I said, I was hungover and fuck the Buccaneers. He was like, oh, you watched the game, huh? I didn't get to see it. I was like, yeah, they lost because of field goals. He's like, oh, yeah, a couple long ones, though, right? I said, unless you consider 31 yards a long field goal, then no. Like, oh, was that bad, huh? I said, well, I DVR'd it, so I was already up much later than the game that started at 8:30 would have been. And, yeah. You're in the game the entire time, so I'm just, like, hammering just, what's the the apples, one of the name brand ciders, not Reds, the other one.
Like Angry Orchard.
So I'm just, Angry Orchard. Needless to say, I got home Monday after work and like went into the living room, and there were like 8 bottle caps that I hadn't thrown away.
Oh shit!
Plus, I had a couple hard drinks while I was watching TV with Melissa. So, yeah, like I said, I got there Monday morning, and I just started, or Friday morning, late, like 45 minutes late, and came and just started screaming at people. It was just like cockroaches underneath a light. Like everyone's just trying to get out of my way and not get yelled at. So, yeah. All right, that's my football banter. That's all I got.
I will say,
That's great, Ben.
Cheers, gents. It's been a month since I've had hard alcohol. Just sticking with the beer. So that's going well.
Woo!
All right, so not Dave's character showed up at the door, basket of vampire teeth.
Mm-hmm. You were hesitating whether or not to open the door.
Who was it at the door? It was Badger?
Badger was at the door, yes.
I don't think we were hesitating. I think you were like, this is who you see, and we're stopping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you were hesitating.
Gotcha.
Alright.
And what time is it?
It is early afternoon, evening. I mean, late afternoon or early evening.
Mm.
Have we rested?
Yeah, you rested over day, and then you're helping a mom, and he did his spell, and yada yada. So you're taking care of him all day.
Yeah, I've been playing Toga Caretaker.
All right. So is a mom in the room?
He's in the other room laying down still. You'd gone back and asked him about it, and he said, I don't know.
All right. Did I see the vampire teeth?
You could see he was holding what looked like a bag of teeth. A bowl of teeth, rather.
All right. I'll open the door.
All right, about time. He walks in, striding confidently, attempting to brush past you. Where's your mom?
In the back room resting.
Ah, good. You got a bounty? Or do I have to go to him? Assume you're in the front door, you're watching it.
You'd have to go to him.
Alright. Good. Which room? That one? Alright. He walks past you confidently in the direction of a mom's back room. You see, to describe him, he's seems to be a well-built halfling dressed out in dark leathers, which are very well used and scarred, though apparently very well taken care of. You can see a number of little knickknacks tacked onto the leather. Some small bones, some feathers, some random gems and items, beads. Very eclectic looking overall. Nothing that would impair the use of the leather armor or his ability to get to the various knives you can see about his person. But you would surmise it looks as if these are little trophies or knickknacks that he's picked up along the way.
So probably rogue warlock?
As you see him walk by, the bowl appears to be piled high with what you'd guesstimate at least 20 pairs of vampire fangs. Or, if not vampires, at least fangs of some kind.
Solid haul.
And you see that everybody sees this as he walks past Badger and into the room with the mom. Hey, Mom! Where's the bounty? I got 20 sets for you. You all note that a mom appears to have fallen asleep.
He's a bit spent right now. If you don't mind waiting, or you can come back.
I gotta pay my boys. You have the bounty? It's 2 silver a tooth is what I was told.
I don't work here, just taking care of a friend.
Hey, is anybody running around this place, or just do I have to wake him up?
Please don't wake him
I
up.
hand him a gold piece. 2 times weight. 40 silver pieces. 10. I hand him 5 gold pieces.
2 silver, a tooth, 40 teeth.
That's 40 silver for 10 silver, a gold, right?
That'd be 80 silver.
So 8 gold.
Oh, I thought it was.
2 silver, a tooth, 40
Oh
teeth.
no, I understood a pair. My bad. So I hand him 10 gold.
Ah, there you go. That's a good businessman. Here. And he hands you the bowl of teeth.
I lay them on a mom's counter and bow graciously.
Eh, if you boys looking for work, looks like you can handle yourselves. Give you half of the share. Just look me up whenever you're out in the street. One of my people will direct you. And he strolls out towards the door.
Do you have a name? Or, I'm sorry, I'm losing my badger. Do you have a name?
That's the best you got?
All it ever was.
Yeah! They call me Knock the Blade, hell yeah.
Knock?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just whisper it in the corner. Someone will hear you and pass the word you're looking for me.
It's so bad. Boo that man. No.
He's so proud of himself. Look at him.
You made Ryan stand up.
Just heads it off. Fuck this game.
Oh. Yep. Thanks.
All right, Nick. We'll see you around, I hope.
Yeah, sure. You're looking for pay. I mean, they're willing to get your hands dirty. Ask for that.
Are we
And he
kind of
strolls out the door.
Is he just? So he's just leaving himself? Does he shut the door fully after he leaves?
No, he left it open.
I'm gonna shut the door.
Okay.
Who does that?
Who does what? Leaves the door open or shut it? Or
Yeah, like walks in and then just walks out with the door open.
what do we
Nothing.
live in? Do we live in a barn?
Maybe.
Like my grandmother's catchphrase for all of us kids. Is this a barn? Shit, someone left the door open. Who was it? Who was the last one in? Fuck, was it Derek? Alright, so shutting the door. My mom's still sleeping, right?
Yep.
Does he have? I know he has different wares about the store. In between checking on a mom, I want to see if there's a set of goggles, and I'm gonna start placing them on my head, trying to find something that feels comfortable / familiar.
He does not have sets of goggles.
Shit. None of that applies. Fuck. Travok is a sad panda.
I'm gonna attune with the Mace of Disruption.
Okay.
Ooh, I should probably attune to the Oath Bow.
Probably.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that.
Alright, you guys just chilling through the night?
Yeah, fuck going out with vampires out.
Mhm.
Alright.
Want to
Is it keeping watch, or anybody just going to bed? Are we doing anything in particular outside of a tuning?
I'll take.
I'm gonna lock the doors.
Well, I'm not a caster. I'll take whatever watch caster doesn't want. Or do you guys not care about doing watch?
I'll take first watch. If no one's gonna talk.
Alright, I'll take second or third.
I'm just going through my notes.
Seeing as Travok is like naked with
Toga.
next to nothing,
Toga.
I'll take watch with him.
Toga.
Hey, that way he can check you out.
And the session goes off the rails immediately.
Alright. 13 perception.
All right. The night starts eerily quiet. You don't hear any sound, any of the normal night sounds. You don't. The city itself seems to be pretty quiet. The rest of your shift passes.
I wake up. I wake up Travok and Belmar.
Perception is... Fuck my life. That one. Not a good start for Travok the Blind.
Well, my perception is a 22, and I'd also like to take a look around to see if there are any other entrances or exits other than the door and the fireplace. I think we probably already did that, but I can't remember.
I'm writing you each what you're hearing as opposed to sharing it out loud. I think it'll be more fun this way, since you're a nat 1 and over a 20.
Shit.
Alright, type you each.
I stand and draw the oath bow. There's a vampire coming down the chimney. Be ready.
I moved to kind of a corner where I can see both the front door and the chimney. My staff in hand, ready to go.
And I'm just going to aim at the chimney for an uncomfortably long time.
How long are you each willing to stand in your respective positions? Or either of you reacting to each other at all?
I'm reacting to this chimney because of Travok. I'm keeping a close watch on the door because of some uncomfortable things I think I hear out the door. I think I'll probably ready a spell just in case.
I don't have a...
Which spell?
Travok will stand bow at the ready, aimed at the chimney for a good 10 minutes, 20 minutes.
Okay. What spell are you ready in there, Belmar?
Considering what's going on, I think I'll ready daylight.
Okay. Since Travok's told me he's standing there for 10, 20 minutes, you doing the same, or are you doing anything else? Having conversation? Staring, waking anyone up? Staying where you are?
As for now, I'm staying where I am, keeping my eyes peeled.
Okay. A half hour passes, neither of you saying a word or doing anything. Nothing seems to happen.
I'm going to loosen slack in the bow and say, "Alright, so a vampire isn't coming down the chimney, I guess."
Travok, you hear what you're pretty sure is scrabbling noises coming from the chimney.
Never mind! I tighten it again.
Have I heard anything from the door?
Nope, just what I typed in before.
Okay.
And at the second scrabbling, I'm going to approach the chimney, and I kind of want to, while outside, try to peer in at an angle.
Give me a perception. At disadvantage.
Perception at disadvantage. All right. So with disadvantage, that's going to be a 16.
All right, you can see what looks to be the night sky out the top of the chimney. Looks unobstructed.
I cautiously step back from it. I don't see anything. That doesn't mean that something's not there. I keep my bow drawn. Should have named this session the what was that Clint Eastwood movie? Get off my
Which
lawn.
one?
Oh, Gran Torino.
Gran Torino. Yeah, it's kind of how I'm playing right now.
Lost your goggles, became a real old man. I can't see so well anymore. God damn it. Stupid kids.
So how far are we into our watch?
You're about halfway through.
Okay.
So I'm asking if you guys are commenting to each other, waking anyone up, doing anything.
I'm not waking anyone up. I'm going to kind of turn my focus more towards the door and just kind of watch and wait.
All right. Each of you give me another perception check.
Fuck, 9.
16.
You both are startled by the sound of what seems to be a woman screaming in immense fear right outside the door. Her scream is cut short.
You said there wasn't like there is a window slot, right?
There's a little people, yeah.
So the scream was cut short?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look out the people.
Towards Mom's room.
Give me a perception there.
20, not that.
You catch a glimpse of what looks to be a shadowed figure disappearing down the street. Unfortunately, the door's limited view prevents you from following or identifying the figure. You can see out in front of the door what looks to be a dark red bloodstain in the night, spattered across the street.
Is Shadow of War the next Middle Earth game that's coming out?
Tuesday.
Pre-ordered it. It's going to be fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking about pre-ordering
the Nemesis system, man, and all they've done is improve it.
So good.
I'm super curious how Kumail Nanjiani is going to come across.
Now that I'm not drinking, I've got more game time, so.
All right, I'm going to kind of, before going into a Mom's room, I'm going to stop and watch Travok for any additional information, see what he sees.
I'm going to relay what I saw from the window. Bloodstain. Didn't get a good look at the figure. Assume it's a vampire. No sign of a body. Looks like they got another one.
Are you still looking out the door, or?
Yeah, I'll say that while still looking.
You are startled as a figure with dark skin and what looks to be glowing yellow eyes suddenly jumps in front of the doorway peering in through the slit right into your own eyes. Give me a wisdom check.
Come on, good wisdom check, because I got something I want to do. 23. Tell me that's good enough.
You feel your mind falling under a deep fog, and you hear the sibilant words whispered in your head. Open the door. However, you feel no compulsion to do so.
I'm going to poke him in the eyes.
Give me an attack roll.
22.
Roll 1d4 minus 1.
D4 minus 1, alright. So D4 minus 1 is going to be 3.
The figure hisses and flees.
Out into the night, just, "Oi, fuck off, we don't like your kind here." And I'm going to shut the window slit.
Okay. Not what I expected, but okay. Think you're funny, eh?
Just bringing a little Three Stooges into D&D. Why not?
Ryan is not amused.
I'm trying to figure out what the difference is between silver and gold edition on the PC.
Yeah, no idea.
Wow.
I wanna.
The price difference is crazy.
Well, yeah, it's $80 for silver.
And
Probably extra currency and fucking aesthetics.
Yeah, I'd probably get a steel book and some art shit, or maybe the soundtrack.
Soundtrack might be worth it. I don't know.
Soundtrack you can probably get later for $8 if you even want to pay for it.
I don't often buy a game for the soundtrack. I usually just pirate that shit.
Alright, silver edition is Slaughter Tribe Nemesis expansion, Outlaw Tribe Nemesis expansion, Silver War Chest. Gold is both of those, plus two story expansions, plus a Gold War Chest. And then they have a Mithril edition that is $300.
Fuck yourself.
Oh,
I hate that trend in gaming now.
Pizza Bites is doing a promotion with them, giving them so much gold for every family pack you buy. They messed up and put the promotion code on the outside of the package.
No purchase
So if
necessary.
anyone doesn't mind being greasy, go to a Stop and Shop or something and just kind of jot down some codes.
Just start taking pictures of codes.
From what my
Are they aware of this problem?
I imagine some neckbeard going back with the return. I want my gold, damn it! This code's been good already.
That's probably about to happen if it hasn't already.
Alright, maybe I'll get the silver edition. I'm gonna get on the PC just so I can be like, ooh, pretty.
Lawrence, if you want to make note of it, my new spell is Blight for the level.
Blight.
I'm still super curious. I know Conan did a Clueless Gamer the other day with Kumail Nanjiani since he voices an orc. And I haven't watched that, but I have to.
Although I could be smart and probably just wait for it to go on sale in like a year. When I'll have time to play it.
That's how I feel
Steam
about,
sale.
That's how I feel about Red Dead 2.
Nope. Sorry, I'm a junkie. Rockstar has me straight by the balls along with Telltale.
They had me until 5.
Really?
Single player was more than enough to make up for it for me.
No, single player was fantastic. I just would have waited and bought it on sale, but I bought it day one because you, me, and Ryan were going to do Heist, and we were going to sell our fucking souls to that game, and then Heist didn't drop until a console later 2 years ago. 2 years passed.
2 years after release. So obnoxious.
So, now, I'm going to wait till it goes on fucking sale. I'm going to play the shit out of the game. But not day one. Rockstar has lost my day one.
Yeah, they have launch problems. They're ridiculous sometimes.
So's your face.
Boom! Alright, so, how's the rest of our
Oh, yeah.
watch go?
I was waiting on Belmar to tell me what he was doing. He said he was waiting on you to tell him stuff, and then he never told me what he did.
Oh, I'm assuming I saw him stick his fingers through the eye and talk some smack out the door.
You saw him make some kind of weird gesture through the peephole, and you heard his comment, yes?
All right, so I'll kind of harshly whisper, everything all right over there?
Damn vamp. Looking places he shouldn't be looking.
I'll whisper a prayer to Sylvanas and Druidic and leave a mum's door the way it is. Let everyone sleep for now.
All right, one more perception check from everybody. That's awake.
Who else is buying this?
What?
Is everybody buying this game?
I am.
I'm waiting on Shadows right now.
You're waiting on what?
Shadows.
Oh, you're waiting on Shadow.
Yeah. Not for long. It's a Christmas list. Marilyn gave me a shit the other day because I pre-ordered fucking Mario Odyssey, and she was like, "You always buy a bunch of games before Christmas," and I'm like, "They don't have to be on my list then." So I'm letting that one go to the list so that I can win both sides.
That's when you say Christmas came early, hon. Can I have $80, please?
She gave me shit for buying Destiny. I'm like, well, I mean, if I don't have games on my list, then I don't have to ask for games. Like, I feel like if I let them all go, then my list at the end of the year is just like, hey, could you get me a bunch of fucking video games? And I don't want to do that. Like, I'd rather ask for books and music and that kind of thing.
See, I do that, and nobody buys me the books I ask for. Nobody buys the games because they're too expensive. And I'm just like, guys, these are literally all I'm asking for is books and games.
Yeah. So
you don't have to get me the games, but get me the books that I'm asking for.
So I take the games out, but she's giving me a hard time. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to let Shadows go to Christmas. I'll buy Destiny and Mario. And she was like, well, we fucking need Mario. And I was like, goddamn right. This is why I married you.
I'm so psyched for Odyssey.
Oh, it's going to be great. All right, so second, the next perception is a 16.
And mine's a natural 1.
Right,
Get
so
these ones out of the way now, boys.
We're trading places at the door.
Yeah, the rest of your watch seems to pass uneventfully. However, Belmar is now mutually convinced of a vampire coming down the chimney, albeit apparently incredibly slowly.
Okay.
Chimney fire.
Is there any wood or anything in the chimney?
Nope, just a small purple blaze that seems to not stop burning.
Okay. I'll make a harsh psst noise to Travok and motion towards the chimney. I'll go over to him and cast bark skin on him.
You hear it too?
Give a solemn nod. Not taking my eyes off the chimney.
Right. Is there a knowledge arcana? Is there a way I can stoke this fire to blaze higher?
Give me a knowledge arcana.
22.
So if I pre-purchase this, will it just download on its own?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it should.
Or prep for the download for release date.
There might be a pre-download button.
Yeah, I'll probably let you download tomorrow.
Oh, that's what it is. It's a preload.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Adam, your AC is 16. It has a minimum of 16 right now for the next hour.
That's fucking huge.
Alright. Now I'm 100% sorry about that.
Considering that I'm not wearing armor and toga, that's fucking huge. Thank you.
Oh, and your skin looks like it's made of bark.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I wonder if you cast bark skin.
Fine with all of that. That's a huge boost. Not gonna write it down because it's only an hour and we're doing watch. But
Yeah.
that might be useful going forward, pending.
Definitely.
So, just saying.
Your watch is over.
Alright, wake up the next guy. Wait, was
Who is
there
the
anything
next
about
guy?
stoking the fire higher?
What was your roll?
22?
Nope.
Alright, yeah, next guy.
Canada.
Fuck yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna as we wake up, I'm gonna be like, there are noises coming from the chimney. Something might be trying to crawl down. They killed someone in the street. There's a little bit of a blood stain. I poked one of them in the eyes, and he ran away.
Poke him in the eyes. Why'd you do that?
He was staring at me through the door, so I poked him in the eyes.
Huh. Alright then. Good night.
I'm actually going to go to sleep in that main living room in one of the corners just in case.
Okay.
I'm gonna rest up against the wall near Mom.
Aw, so cute.
After making sure that his dude brought me back to life. I owe him. After making sure that he's got water and like a cool cloth, like the usual shit.
Aww. Alright, Brackus, you know what to do.
Literally, dude saved my life. So, yeah, debt of
Hey,
gratitude.
hey, you're asleep now. Quiet down.
Do I spot this fucking bark skin?
What's that?
Do I spot his bark skin? Or
Like,
did
sounds
that
like shit.
it just fuck itself? Hold on.
He asked if he can see the bark skin.
Ah, yes, you can clearly see that Travok's skin appears to be made of bark. Mottled black and brown bark.
Black and brown, black and brown.
Oh god, the bad jokes tonight just keep rolling in.
They really are. They're coming on strong.
Oh, I love this group. So, Chris appears to be asking me if I have shingles.
These are things you don't ask. Got me.
Dude. Fuck yeah.
Zol.
Zool, yeah. And it's fucking glow in the dark because I needed that. Hold on. Gotta send Chris a link.
Why doesn't he have his old link?
Link to the past.
Finally, God, Chris.
God damn it. Any
God
better?
damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, better. Much better.
17.
Alright, you don't hear anything coming from the chimney. You do hear the occasional scrabbling noise at the door.
And you did notice the bark.
Yeah, that too. I didn't know if you. I assumed you heard me. I guess you might not have.
No, I did.
Alright.
I just think Travok
Screw you,
has
Adam.
shingles.
Just covering. So you're asking if I have shingles?
Yes.
This is something Belmar did. I don't know. Them druids and their ways. Oh, feel sturdier.
Right.
Going back to sleep.
I'm gonna go through this Tome of Grumsh.
Mmm.
He pours through one tome, gets a bunch of charisma, pours through another tome, gets AIDS.
Do you read
Who's this
Orcish? Do you know Orcish?
I could.
Do you?
I do not.
Do you know Dwarven?
I do.
All right. Give me an intelligence check.
Are you gonna learn Orcish through reading Dwarven?
Orcs use Dwarven script. So
Another 17.
It's not as legible or intelligible, but you can start to parse out with difficulty what the writing is trying to get across. I didn't tell you this tome was magical, did I? I'll find my notes on it.
No, you did not tell me.
Okay, I didn't think I told you anything about it. Where's my notes?
It's a hearty stack of games and movies you have to the side of your TV, Lawrence.
Oh.
Is that the backlog, or?
No, that's just the collection that almost never gets touched anymore with all the streaming. Too many streaming options, rarely
we can stop streaming.
Stack.
I don't know how much we remember of the sessions, but we can stop.
What? No, I meant movies and TV streaming online.
Oh, gotcha.
I have limited use for actual DVDs. Next time I move, those aren't coming with me. So if anybody wants any movies or DVDs, I can ship them to you, I guess.
Sure GameStop will give you $3.40.
Yeah.
As in $3.40.
$3.40. For all of them.
Exactly.
Are you watching football in 3x4?
For some reason, they gave us a new box for the new signal bullshit, and this is how some of the channels come across. It's really fucking annoying. I never turn on cable except for football.
Why would they do that to you? Can you register that?
It was a full screen before. It was a full screen before the box.
Do you have to
fucks it up.
Set these settings to sport mode?
Some channels aren't like this.
Yeah, but on my TV for sports channels, I need to set my TV to sports mode.
It's Fox.
Well, Fox sucks.
I don't know if they change it because it's a sports broadcast, but I'm just saying.
Oh, no. Anything on Fox is like this.
Oh, that's fucked then.
That's my point.
I mean, Fox.
Well, no, you said you only turn it on for football, so.
Well, yeah, I flipped. You have to flip channels every now and then to find the games.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's just generally fucked.
I don't even know if that's a complaint you can.
But yes, that's essentially how I watch football nowadays.
Okay.
Fox is fucking garbage. Fuck them. Fuck Fox.
Hey,
No, they're showing the Packers. I ain't gonna say shit.
Do I discover anything?
Nope. It seems to be talking about the faith of Grumsh, including, though it's garbled and hard for you to read as you don't understand Orcish, and a number of the words are seemingly unintelligible to you. You are able to make out a basis of the origin story of Grumsh.
Since I am searching for a deity to follow, I am going to cast Comprehend Languages and read more.
Pretty sure that's only herd languages. I think we've had this conversation before.
Did we? Oh, you're right. I think we might have had this conversation where they changed it.
You understand the literal meaning of any spoken language you hear. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface of which the words are written. It takes about 1 minute to read 1 page of text.
So
there you go. That actually works out.
Yes.
They did change it. I think it used to be you couldn't.
Alright, so I do that for as long as the spell lasts, which I believe is an hour, so 60 pages.
Yeah, you get up 60 pages, which doesn't get you far, but it does give you... are you just flipping through, or are you reading it back like in order?
No, I'm reading in order.
Alright. You get the basic origin story in full detail of the origins of Grumsh and his battles between Grumsh and Corellan Lorathian. And you start to get a feel for the basic tenets of Grumsh and how it values strength over weakness and naked brutality over stealth, and that conflict gives rise to strength within.
This is not the deity for me, and I am distasteful of the book's contents. I stick it back in my bag.
Oh, come on. I thought you'd like Grumsh.
Yeah, I have strength with my -1 modifier. All right.
Hey, that's fair. You're all taking the literal meaning. That's what the spell tells you. That's fair.
And that's also very Baracus.
Literal. All right. I sit facing the door and wait for something to happen.
You can see light starting to come from the other side of the door. It appears that morning has come.
Are we all waking up now, or?
Everybody seems to be waking up, including your mom.
All right. Well, poking a vampire in the eyes was fun and all, but I'm gonna need some armor if we're going forth. Is the mom awake?
He is. Beautiful.
Hey, Mom, I hate to trouble you, but do you perhaps know of an armor vendor or a blacksmith that I could visit to remedy my nakedness?
Oh, yes. Of course I do.
Don't we already know of him?
We do. We've encountered him. I don't think Adam has specifically, though. I know you walked in, and I was guarding the door. I honestly don't know about Travok.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I definitely remember an armor smith. And he was not a vampire.
I don't remember when I don't think I ever encountered a armor smith / whatever. But yeah, so that's what I'll ask Mom.
Alright, I'm gonna go change my shirt. I'm sweating my ass off right now.
Any of you have notes on this guy? I was going to recommend somebody else I have written down, but I'm trying to see who you've met before.
Thanks, Chris.
I didn't make a note of it because I don't wear armor, but I can tell you that he was a dwarf. That's all I know.
I've got notes for another dwarf, but I don't think you've encountered this guy, so that's why I'm like, who do I send you to?
I don't know if I'm assuming there was an armor smith in town, but I was asking more for an imam recommendation.
I think Badger went in to do something with a dagger.
That's what I'm trying to find.
The hilt, if memory serves.
I'm trying to. I don't see the name written down anymore.
He definitely had an armor smith, weaponsmith.
He dropped off that dagger.
Yeah.
And they were cleaning it for him. So it's probably clean by now.
So you're 100% on that call, but
that's why I'm trying to find the notes for that person.
That's not something that I know. But I do love your comment, Chris.
Yep.
Not him. Not him. It's not him. There it is. Okay. Found it. I found it. Carl Goldhammer sounds familiar?
Yes.
Yes. Out of character, yes.
I thought it was. Well, I would. Oh, sorry, gotta get the right voice again. I would recommend either Der Highgaze, he's an armorer, or Carl Goldhammer.
I see. I believe I know the location of both those shops. Thank you, friend. And I will give a curt bow.
Both dwarves of high esteem. Assuming they have made it through, all right, they should be fine. They should be good sources of either.
Addressing the rest of the party, is the bark skin off now?
Oh yeah, it's been gone.
So, I'd love to help, but without my armor, I feel like I'm not much assistance. I don't like to ask for help, but I could use some chain or something more than I'll just pull the scraps of the toga.
You don't need anything else. You're fine.
I am going to give a wide smile at the fact that I am now well rested and say, I'm going to turn to Belmar. One thing I've always been jealous of druids is the ability to do this, and I shift into a badger.
I kind of cross my arms with a big smile on my face, and just kind of look on with pride, I guess.
I'm gonna be the stupid guy who just claps. I just ha ha! A badger! Of course he's a badger.
And yeah, I'm just gonna kind of test it out for a minute.
It seems you have grown indeed, my friend.
So I'm just going to kind of test it out, flex my claws, walk around, see if I get a feel for it, and then I'll shift out.
It feels almost as if it was the skin you were born to.
I will say, in character, to Badger, you know I'm gonna throw you at someone now, right?
Honey Badger don't care.
I give a smile. I was always jealous of druids and their ability to just shift at will. It seems my patronage to Maliki is finally showing dividends.
Finally. I thought you'd gotten a lot of gifts.
No, but I mean, like, this is
the biggest gift.
I've always wanted a familiar. You want to ride on my shoulder?
Actually, I'm not sure he turned it down.
Lawrence, we're going to have to go through, and you're going to have to let me know what I can and can't shift into based on what I have seen and what I haven't.
Generally, I'm going to be okay with it. If it's more exotic, just let me know before you try to do it.
Bengal
So
tiger!
I can't shift into a giant hyena, is what you're telling me.
You'd have, yeah, there's no way you'd have time having encountered one.
Or a giant octopus.
Yeah, again, no.
Just start.
Yeah, not if you went to the Marin Isles and maybe saw one in the water, maybe, but
just start going down the original 151 Pokemon. See what you can and can't do.
How about a giant scorpion?
Again, you have not encountered one.
Giant seahorse?
You think about your own backstory and then what you've done so far in game.
What about a giant wasp? I'm being serious about that one.
I imagine I could probably teach you some forms, considering we've gone from different areas.
Yeah, but he needs to see the animal before.
So he turns into that form.
Exactly,
and then he sees it.
No, because it's not the same.
Oh.
He has to see one in the natural wild.
All right, so with his mention of Maleki, I'm going to turn to Badger and say, hey, isn't that dagger of Maleki ready by now? Kind of raise my eyebrows.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go back to the weaponsmith.
The Badger growls at in response to your statements.
I already shifted out.
He did say you shipped it out.
Yeah.
He said he was going to walk around and get familiar and then shift out. This is all happening with getting familiar.
All right.
Have I seen a panther?
DM'd.
Yeah, I'll give you the panther.
Dire panther.
Then I've definitely seen a polar bear.
No.
What's a saber-toothed tiger? Oh!
We just need to go to like the Alimar Zoo and just like see everything.
It's like, oh!
Look at all these chimpanzees. I could do that.
Have I seen a tiger? Did we fight one early on in this?
You have not.
Not a tiger, no.
What was the campaign that we fought? Tigers in the jungle.
That was the
Goldhammer campaign that didn't go anywhere.
that was when I was a dragonborn rogue.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mum seems to be up and like walking again, or just awake in his bed.
He's awake. He's walking around with a cane, the top of a cane, or large staff.
I'm gonna approach him and ask him, Mum, do you have any cloth sacks you can spare? Maybe a potato sack or anything of that nature?
You wish to have a potato sack?
Yes, a couple, as many as you're willing to spare, if you have them.
For what purpose?
I have an idea, but I need to test it.
I believe there should be one empty or near empty in the back room. Feel free to move the potatoes into the next other full bag and use it, I guess.
Thank you. And I'll go in and I'll start carefully putting the potatoes into the shelf to collect the bag.
All right, you get a rough spun bag.
Potatoes on a shelf.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You get a potato sack now.
Nice.
Yeah, if you say so.
Mom, it looks like you're doing. It looks like you're doing better.
I will be able to hobble around. Yes, that should be functional.
We staved off a couple, but I fear that their strength is growing.
Yeah, the city will be in chaos for a few days, most likely. Most of the vampires, I imagine, will flee now that their master is gone. There will be a few, but hopefully my bounty and a few of the more veteran members of the city will help to deal with what remains.
Speaking of bounty, we did have a halfling visit last night.
Oh,
Halfling,
did Nax send one of his goons? Did Nax send one of his strongmen?
No, he came himself. I saw all this, right? I'm not acting out of character.
Yeah.
No, and Nak called himself the Blade. He brought a basket of teeth. We paid him and sent him on his way.
Give me a perception check.
Perception is gonna be a 23.
You see a small grin appear on a mom's face when you say the Blade.
He had a basket of teeth. Was looking for his bounty.
Did you pay him?
We did.
Excellent. Excellent.
Rather, it was Chris that paid him, right?
Yep.
Which one of you should I repay? And how much did you have to pay him?
I gave him a little extra, but he brought enough bounty for 8 gold.
8 gold. Okay. He reaches into a small pouch by his bedside and pulls out 8 gold coins, proffering them out towards Baracus.
Now, you know what? You keep it. You earned it.
I earned it, he says. He puts it back in the pouch without arguing further.
Besides, I still owe you, so...
Yeah, watch out for the Blade. He is one of Nack's strongmen for sure. He gives a wink at your confusion. Neck and his brothers are all named Neck. The only one without a solid nickname is Neck. The others all go by their nicknames. Their mother had a devious sense of humor.
Interesting. It's good to know.
You see a halfling of similar stature. There are about 7 brothers, just as a heads up.
Oh god, it's the Baldwins. So did I get information on weaponsmith, armorsmith?
He gave you 2 names.
Right.
I have to go see the weaponsmith anyways. Although I was still in badger form, so all I did was growl.
You can transform now.
Okay, I shift back into...
Right. Yeah, I'm afraid I need a set of armor.
Well, it's not 45-48, but it is 35-31. With 10 seconds left.
Prescott's got me like 29 right now, I think.
27.7 for me. He had 1 pick.
I have the pick. It was -2, but it was 20. I think it was 28-6 for me.
Nice.
I heard you say something about needing to go to the weaponsmith. I do have to go there and retrieve the blade that I left him.
All I have is the bow I was lent. And I'm afraid I'm not much use otherwise.
I know. I heard the story. Clearly, you need gear. If you want, follow me to the weaponsmith. And I look to the rest of the party. You all coming?
Mom, are you okay by yourself?
Oh, yes. Now that I'm back on my feet, I shall be fine. I will just ensure my words are set, and any wand should be able to be enough defense.
Alright, I'll tag along.
I nod at Badger and say, lead the way.
Right.
All
So
right. Perception check from everybody.
The
As
street
you walk
turned
back.
chaos.
Nat 20.
10.
17.
19.
Keep an eye out for things on the way.
Everybody except for Belmar. You count no less than 3 prone forms lying in what you can only surmise are pools of dried blood in various alleys as you're walking along. You can see spots along the city where doors appear to have been broken in or windows shattered. And you can see multiple signs of what you can only guess to be scuffles or fights that broke out in the streets overnight.
There is not a prone form right outside of a mom's shop, though, right?
There is not.
Okay. There is, though, the pool of dried blood.
There is a good spot of dried blood, yes.
Does the blood look natural? Like, is it like human blood?
Give me an insight check.
Insight is a...
Oh, fuck you, Cowboys, playing this game. There we go.
Oh, I get advantage because they're undead? Or no?
I think so.
Favorite enemy?
Just an insight check.
16 then.
As far as you can tell, it appears to be a normal human or elven blood. Maybe even dwarven. Possibly halfling. Or gnomish.
But not vampire.
So you learn nothing. Thanks for playing.
It appears to be blood that has now dried
Okay.
into the cobblestones. Red blood.
Okay.
You wanna try smelling it?
Maybe turn to a badger and taste it.
I'm all set with either of those. Do the streets seem fairly empty?
There are people moving around, but significantly emptier than been in the past.
Okay, I'll continue leading to the weaponsmith.
As we go to the weaponsmith, I'd like to keep an eye out for any soft, fertile dirt we may pass along the way. A garden or anything.
Mike, you are a strange motherfucker.
I'm glad somebody else feels this way.
It all has a reason.
I need potato sacks.
This is all your fault, Ryan. You're the one that told him to try to confuse me.
That's great. I love it.
You don't seem to find any patches of fertile dirt. There are multiple patches of dirt, but based off of shade, buildings, construction nearby, garbage, dead bodies, you don't really see anything that's too fertile.
Okay.
Maybe if you planted it near a dead body, that might fertilize it. That'd be your best bet.
Okay.
Whatever you're trying to do.
Well, seeing as I don't find anything, I just progress with the group.
Of course you do. You gotta plant a rock?
You'll see. You'll all see.
Okay. It's not long before you approach Harl Goldhammer's shop.
I knock as I enter.
The place itself emanates heat similar to last time. And you can see multiple apprentice dwarves working the bellows in the forge. One of the younger apprentices approaches you, wiping his hands on his apron. What can I do you for?
Is Harl here?
Yeah, he's in the back. What do you need?
I left a blade with him to be reconstructed.
Oh, the unicorn one, right?
Yep.
Ah, it's ready, yeah. I forget, did you pay already?
No.
Out of character.
Nope.
He
didn't know how much it would cost until it was finished because it was such bad shape.
He walks around the counter and pulls out what appears to be a dark, like almost ebony black wooden box. He spins it around and flips open the key to reveal your blade and shining ivory handle, glistening in a velvet padded case. It looks to be in pristine condition, and if you didn't know better, you'd say it was a completely brand new blade.
My eyes go wide at the craftsmanship. I cannot even put into words. It's gorgeous.
Ah, well, you brought in a good blade. Master was quite impressed with it himself. It's good steel under all that grub.
How much do I owe? I did not pay when I dropped it off. He wasn't sure how much it would cost.
Had to bring in an expert on the handle, so it's actually a gold piece.
I put down a gold and 5 silver.
Oh, no, just the gold.
A tip? You won't take it?
No, it's not necessary. We take pride in the work. But appreciate the thought. Master Goldhammer would have my ass if I took a tip on it. He takes the gold and slips it into what you can see to be a large money box that seems to be banded in iron, and you hear a clink as the coin drops in.
How did you all fare throughout the night?
You think any undead are going to come into the forge? Bunch of dwarves? Yeah. There is some noise, but they didn't come in.
I certainly did not think that they would. I just was curious how you fared.
You lot the ones responsible for stirring them up?
I'm going to give an insight check. I'm trying to see if he's being... I'm trying to see if he's being genuine or if he's kind of prodding for information. Insight is a 19.
Well, you can tell he's definitely curious. Seems to be of an innocent variety. though.
I give a okay. I give a solemn. I give a quick nod.
Well, good on you then.
Looks like you lot make beautiful weapons and whatnot. You don't happen to deal in armor, do you?
We've got some selection, but to be fair, Dur is probably your best bet if you want a wider variety. What are you looking for in particular?
Something better than this, and I gesture at the toga.
We've got some plate, if you're interested.
Well, if your recommendation is Dur, then
Well, I mean, he's got stuff like chain shirts and all that because he's got the time to deal with, and the apprentices to put on something like putting together a chain shirt. Way too much work for too little benefit, if you ask me. A solid breastplate's much better. And those we have.
All right, you buried the lead. What kind of plate you got?
He didn't bury the lead. He told you right off. He's got some stuff. So they've got scale mail, breastplate, half plate, splint, and full plate. They've got a small variety of shields, and yeah, that's it.
Full plate.
I am not going to ask any of you for full plate.
How much is it?
Full plate's 1,500.
And you have no gold?
I have no anything. So.
He came back naked.
So I will say, in character, it's a bit much to ask, but set a half plate and a shield would do me just fine. Till I can pay you back and get better.
All right, half plate can be 800, and the shield's an extra 12.
I give a smile to the apprentice. And this is a weaponsmith, right?
Yeah.
Do they have magic weapons? Or is that more?
Are you asking, or are you just asking me?
I'm just asking you.
Who knows?
Oh, fuck you.
Yes,
Alright, I'll ask the...
character.
Alright, I'll ask the apprentice. Do you deal in any magic weapons?
We've got some infusion going on, yeah.
If we were to make, say, a package deal and buy it all in this shop, would you be able to cut us a rate? And at this, I'm going to haggle of some sort. So would that be persuasion?
Persuasion or straight charisma if you don't have it.
Alright. I will do that. And I rolled an 18. After all, the fine job you did with this blade, I'm sure everything else is of superior quality. Keep all the gold under one roof?
What kind of blade you looking for?
I give a look to Travok.
Acknowledging the look and turning back to the apprentice. Ideally, something good with killing that which should already be dead.
Let me think. What do we got?
Hey, Knuckles.
Well, we got blades of good basic enhancement worked into them. Should be better at killing just about anything. Or if you're looking to really spend some money, we keep it on the sly. But we just made a long sword of sharpness.
Kind of
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
When you attack an object with this magic sword and hit, maximize your damage dice against the target. When you attack a creature with this weapon and roll a 20 on the attack roll, that target takes an extra 14 slashing damage. Then roll another d20. If you roll a 20, you lop off one of the target's limbs, with the effect of such loss determined by the DM. If the creature has no limb to sever, you lop off a portion of its body instead. In addition, you can speak the sword's command word to cause the blade to shed bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. Speaking the command word again or sheathing the sword puts out the light.
So, hearing after he says blade of sharpness, I'll shrug towards Badger, as it's not my money. Like it's up to you.
Say we win the blade of sharpness and a set of full plate. What can you do us for?
Well, normal pricing on that would be about 13,000 gold. Spend it all here. Can knock off 800.
12,000 gold. I don't have that.
So hearing that, I will say to Badger, you don't have to do this. I'm asking too much already.
Well, if the blade of sharpness is too much for you, our basic enhancement on a blade, one of our better blades, give you a magic longsword plus the full plate and the shield. That would be about 7,000. I can knock off about 8 or 9 on for that.
7,000 gold, so it's at 700 platinum. What do you guys have for gold? Are you guys willing to pitch on this?
I was gifted the bow. The weapon's inconsequential. I can roll with this for now. I'm sure we'll find something along the way. It's just the armor that I lack.
What if we went just full plate and a shield?
Full plate and a shield, 1,500.
Right. What kind of shield? I'm assuming armor. I'm assuming metal.
Yeah.
Right. Alright, I put... Are you guys willing to pitch? The other two?
You're muted, Chris.
Still muted.
I know. Let me see how much gold I have.
Yeah, I don't
You
have
have
any
more
gold.
platinum than gold, probably.
Yeah, because what? What did you say? 1,500? What's that? 150?
Full plate and shield.
Yeah, so it's 150 platinum.
I'll put in 40. Platinum.
Can you do 50 so we can break it 3 ways?
Sure.
Well, we'll never know because Mike decided not to
damn
on
it,
it before he
Mike.
took
No.
his headset off.
Bad timing. Way to David. Son of a bitch.
He Dave pretty good on that one. And you know that's because he wasn't paying attention.
I'm not gonna say that Mike wasn't paying attention.
Aaron Jones on my bench, 20 points.
That's awful.
That sucks. Are you winning?
It's going to be his best week of the year. Yeah, I'm winning. I'm projected to win, too. He's got 4 players left. I've got 2. It's 91 to 58.
I've got a fucking repeat of last season. I'm just like, win one, lose one. Win one, lose one.
Ugh.
I'm laying the boom right now in this league.
As long as it's on Mike, that's okay. I mean, Steve, that's okay.
I whooped Adam's ass last week. Whooping Steve's ass this week.
Beat the fuck out of me. It was really fucking...
I thought I was going to be back in the league this year. I was really excited when Wes wasn't paying.
Dude, Wes fucking toes the line every fucking year. Usually he sends Chris a message and is like, hey, can I pay with an Amazon card or something like that? Like, last year I covered him.
I'm about to be 4-1 in this league.
Damn.
I don't know who I lost to. Oh, Mike, thanks for coming back. Just as we asked you like, question specifically to you.
What, the gold?
Yeah.
Do you have 50 platinum?
I told you guys I don't have anything. I gave everything to those weird fortune tellers that gave us visions. So I have nothing.
Oh. So 75 each?
Oh, Jesus.
They weren't weird fortune tellers. They were avatars of gods that got us.
Adam is going to pay us back tenfold on this, so.
It's fine. 75
And then Adam dies again. And then no obligation.
As long as I don't die.
Travok dies again, and there's no more obligation payback.
You better fluff your fucking rolls until I got my 75 platinum now.
I will do what I can. Alright,
so
that was
come on, Badger. Those coins aren't natural anyways. You don't want them.
I produced 75 platinum from my... Oh, wait a minute. I got a fucking... I have 200 pounds of coin in my bag of holding.
So what you're saying is that we're good. Alright, so that's a full plate and a shield?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'll do the money. I gotta go to a money counter at some point and get all that processed. But yeah, 75 platinum each.
So full plate...
167.
18.
I still have 167 platinum and 360 gold.
And that's a metal shield, right?
Mm-hmm.
You might as well get a long sword, dude.
The longsword was 13,000 gold.
That's a magical one. Get a base standard one.
I'm just gonna give him my other +1 warhammer.
There you go. Even better.
I mean, I've already got Oathbow, so it's not like it's a dire thing.
Yeah, but I can't use 2 warhammers. I have
Could
2.
were really strong.
Lawrence, AC right now is 20.
Alright.
And I'm gonna hand you my +1
So
warhammer.
you die and you get a higher AC. Like, what the fuck?
Adam, you have
played before.
warhammer +1.
Warhammer +1.
I give you a smile as I hand it to you, and I say, I rarely value material things, but you owe me, friend.
I nod as each of you pay for me, and I'll say, as long as I'm alive, the debt will be repaid. I thank you for helping me out. And a single tear will roll down my face.
Aww.
See, Warhammer.
Makes my heart melt.
Alright, I'm gonna put you guys on the follow. I'll be right back. Melissa's having a problem with the dog and the baby.
Can I have my blanket back?
No.
As I put on the armor, I will hand you back your blanket that I've repurposed as a toga. Your blanket / your rope.
Your blanket of toga use.
So it's a Warhammer +1, so 1d8. Alright, cool. Alright. Hey, thanks guys. I feel like
You're
a real
welcome.
D&D player again. I have armor and stuffs.
Good thing you've got no clothes underneath that armor.
Son of a bitch. Now I want to travel to the nearest general shop and just get a good set of traveler's clothes.
Alright, that you can buy from the book.
Alright. So I will add what is it? 10 silver? Can someone add 10 silver to their tab?
Sure.
Anyone want to spot me on a couple more potato sacks?
Oh,
Fuck you and your weirdness.
Dungeoneers pack, 12 gold. Can someone spot me 12 gold?
Wow, you want a whole nother plat, huh?
I know. I'm asking so much. This actually kills me. I don't want to ask anybody for anything. It's one thing to be like, yo, heal me. It's another thing to be like, yo, pay for my shit. I died and came back.
Oh, you already cost a mom something like 30,000.
Yeah, well, that's gonna be addressed later, I'm fucking sure.
Will it?
I will pay a mom back. Yes.
Will you?
Lawrence.
Ooh, Odell Beckham broke his ankle.
Ooh.
I knew he got carted off.
Broke his ankle?
Yeah. I knew he got carted off. I just thought it was a pull or something.
Yeah, fuck you, ODB. Did I draft him? Shit, did I draft him? Shit. I had him last year. I don't think I had him this year, but...
So, it's 1 copper piece for a sack. Could anyone spot me for a couple? Or... I'll pay you back.
I have gold pieces.
So what's that, like 1,000 sacks?
If it's 1 copper, yeah, it's like 1,000 sacks. 100 sacks? 10
1
copper,
times 10
silver,
is 1 silver, times 10, it's 100.
So it's 100, all right.
Yeah, 100 sacks. So 1 gold, 100 sacks.
Fine, take your gold. Buy your 100 sacks. Have fun carrying that.
With a big grin, I bow and I say, thank you. I buy my sacks and heartily inspect them with joy.
I have no idea what's going on with that.
The shopkeep, realizing how eager you are for cop sacks, takes the moment to gouge you and doubles his price.
Oh, 2 gold for all those sacks.
So you get 50 sacks for your gold.
I shoot him a dirty look and kind of munder obscenities under my breath, but I take them. In Druidic, so he cannot understand me.
Druidic doesn't have curse words.
Sure they do. You
I just wanted to fuck with him. I just wanted to fuck with him.
You can't tell me that. Sorry. Captain of profanity here. You can't tell me that a language doesn't have curse words. If they don't, they'll make them.
You don't speak Druidic, and that's because you're not a
Doesn't
druid.
matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Gaia doesn't appreciate cursing.
Hey, while we're in this little lull here.
You're in a lull here.
Is Sirion in the realm of possibility for a deity?
Sirion. I've told you how the deities work here.
This is eons ago.
If you believe strong enough, any deity, even one you literally just make up, is a possibility. It's just a matter of how many worshippers they have determines the god's power, and also their ability to focus on you.
Well, the god of fire just tickles me.
Okay.
Sounds appropriate for you.
God of fire!
Neutral nature, multicolored fire is a symbol. God of fire and change, alignment neutral. Let's look them up.
So, Ryan, what you missed is I asked for another... I asked for another, like, smattering of gold. Hoping I can get some traveler clothes. Like, Dungeoneer pack kind of thing.
Also known as
12 gold.
Yeah,
there we go.
And
he gave it to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. I will note, and my debt is increased. Alright. I'm healthy. I'm hardy. I came back without, like, missing HP or anything, right? There's no detriments to character?
I would assume
Oh,
you
yeah,
would've...
you didn't lose anything because of it. Besides your gear.
That's what I figured. Alright. So, where do we go from here? I've got sword, I've got board. And I'll cling the two together. Warhammer against the shield that have been bought for me.
Pretty much we all are Leo at this point, right? I mean, we got to take care of this sword. Probably going to need an army.
We should have asked the Nax for help. They seem to be good with vampires.
I mean, we can always go find them.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, well, there's a couple avenues open to us. Where do we want to go?
Honestly, all three options are valid. I could roll a die on it.
I mean, Belmar's going to want to go for Leo just to get out of this blasted city.
Well, we can't leave this. I'm trying to do this in character, Mike, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I understand the draw to go see this supposed King Leo, but we can't leave the city as is. I mean, look at this place, and I'll just gesture around. There's blood on the streets. People are being taken away in the night. I'm not comfortable leaving it the way it is. I don't know what we can do about it. But I feel like we can do something. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'll read more on it later. Let's just get the session going on. Alright, so we stay here and deal with the vampire situation. How do you want to go about it?
Well, we know where their keep is, right?
Yes.
We took down the leader, so the rest should be... I don't want to say inconsequential, but they should be weaker because they lost their leader.
Weaker or just free will?
Either or. Not sure there's a difference.
Correct me if I'm wrong, lads, but were we not going to bring down the keep?
I smile widely.
Enough to eat.
Hi, Riley.
Hi, babes.
Look at those crazy people. Look at those crazy people leaving you.
Hi, Riley. Hi.
They're all crazy. Yeah. Whoa.
Stay down one person, bro.
It's whoever talks.
Lawrence, me, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, that's muted because
I'm here.
he's a bitch.
Because I'm puffing and I don't want to be an asshole.
Oh, yeah, come on. It's never stopped you before.
Womp womp.
Boom.
Wow.
Oh,
Whoa.
Ryan, what are you guys doing for Halloween? Doing anything good?
She's gonna be a giraffe.
Nice. Nice. I like that. No, giraffes are awesome. It's Maryl's favorite animal.
You should make it left shark.
So I literally can't hate giraffes because I'll get stabbed.
Should be left shark.
Left shark is best animal.
No, you can't.
Little babes, it's time for bed.
Hi, Riley.
Time for bed. Let go of my finger.
You got more hair than my daughter.
Yeah, she's got a.
Like, You've got
We're gonna have to start like styling it.
Way more hair than my daughter. My daughter's got some hair, but damn.
Right, let go of my finger. Let go.
So 3 options were.
So like Leo, the keep, and the 3 options.
You got white knuckles?
Sorry, I missed half of what you said, Mike.
I'm just gonna put
I
her
think
in.
it was what to get King Leo, to bring down the keep, and the
King
third.
Leo, bring down the keep.
Like, I have to put her in.
And I don't just go around killing vampires.
All right, that sure. I'm not sure that's actually number 3, but let's go with it. All right, so.
Well, I'm going to look to the party and say, whatever we do, I would sure appreciate that. A momentary reprieve from this city. I need some time to collect my thoughts. If we could, I would like to step outside the walls for a moment.
Before that, my eyes had lit up about bringing the keep down.
Mm.
And I'm very interested in that. And as such, I don't know how to go about it.
Well, remember, I have a stone shape.
You do have stone shape. So, we can get out of the town fairly quickly. If I remember, the keep's closer to one of the walls than the center, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can do both. Perhaps we set up the keep to fail under its own circumstances and just get out of Dodge. I don't know how you feel about that, but it's probably something we could do. Thank you, Lawrence. I appreciate the map.
It's on you guys.
Alright, so we're gonna try to figure out how to take the town down.
Mm-hmm. But after you say that, I do say that part about trying to leave the city for a moment to gather my thoughts.
I will be leaving the city soon enough. Just not in one piece. Way I see it, this entire area needs to be purged. We should warn a mom before we do what we do.
Do what we do. What? Do what we do.
And at that, I'm going to backtrack to Imam's shop and let him know that we're about to blow the entire city up.
You're gonna blow the whole city up?
It's my intention.
Fucked up, man.
Gonna go.
Oh shit! I didn't realize I was muted.
Gonna go Hiroshima on this shit.
Yeah.
I was saying, in good conscience, and as Badger in good conscience, I cannot leave the swords in Helm's hands. And secondly, we're not blowing up the whole city, we're just blowing up the fortress. There are still good people that live in this city.
Still feel it's worth it to let Imam know.
I agree. I'm just saying we're not blowing up the whole city.
Alright, fair.
Alright,
so I'm gonna let Imam know that we are intending to take out an entire corner of this state.
And assuming we're following two Imams, I'm going to once again keep my eye out for any fertile dirt, gardens, anything of that nature.
So you're going back to Mom's?
Yeah.
Oh, you're back, my friends. Ah, and I see you finally got some decent clothing. Good for you.
I did, thanks to some help from my friends. And Speaking of help from friends, that's why we're here.
Oh, you're leaving the city?
We're not leaving the city.
Oh.
We're taking the keep down.
You're what?
We're taking it down.
You can't do that. That would leave us defenseless. The keep is there. It helps protect the entire city.
Well, we can take it down and rid the vermin within and rebuild.
You know how long it takes to build a fortress?
I will help.
A single dwarf does not build a fortress in a day.
No.
Nor in a year.
But a single dwarf could get rid of vampires.
I cannot condone such an action. You would cripple the city and leave us destitute and open to attack. Have you not heard what happened in the north? There was a city that has already been destroyed. And the Damarids are already making incursions.
I've heard what happened in the north. And I've heard what's happened here. And I've seen at least what happens here. And I cannot just abide and sit patiently while everything goes to shit.
For the record, he definitely shifted into his other dwarf.
Sorry. Sorry. Trying to keep the...
You don't like Kodak's voice coming out? I cannot condone this. Well, I do not know if I could stop you. I would be forced to act against you if you were to continue with this course of action. I cannot let you destroy the keep.
We don't want to...
Could you help us? Could you help us instead kill the man who now wields those swords?
That sounds, the way you described it, it sounds like it was of great artifact power. That is beyond my control. And what makes you think that he would still be within the keep itself?
He's stupid. He's really stupid.
Was that in character?
Actually, that's true. He's not a vampire. So there really wouldn't be a reason for him to stay.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Mom, what do you think will happen now that the head has been cleaved from the snake?
I assume you refer to the vampires? I assume many of them will flee the city, bringing their coffins with them and finding other areas. You cannot find many vampires that will stick together without a solid leader. As you have just said, put it so nicely, you cut that head off, and so the body wriggles, spurting its entrails and blood everywhere. And that is exactly what the vampires are likely to do. I would expect some will remain. However, as you are already aware, I have put a bounty out, and Nak is quite fond of making easy gold. He and his cutthroats will likely find many teeth in the next coming nights.
Have you heard of King Leo?
Ah, the gnome, yes.
How would you feel if he would be willing to assume power of this city and help fortify it and defend it from future blight?
We lost Chris.
I am a little wary of inviting any new powers in. I've heard he is doing well, and he is rather fond of magic users, which is a nice change of pace for the region.
He seemed to tame the orcs.
I have mixed feelings on this. It is true, the orcs are no longer raiding, but he also seems to have allowed them to settle a large swath of Scythian land. As this is the place of my birth, I cannot feel superbly comfortable of this.
I love every magic user that you create, Lawrence. Thank you.
It's just you interact more with them than you do with any of my other characters, that's all.
But it's because of the way that you play them. One day you're going to throw a
No,
curveball.
that's a dirty lie. It has nothing to do with the way he plays them. It's because we get loot from them. And then as we get loot from them, we continue conversation with them because they're the people that supply the party.
My other merchants are just as interesting. You just never give them a chance.
One day he will throw
Because they don't have magic.
One day he will throw a curveball, and it will be a not like neutral good fucking shop owner. It'll be like a chaotic evil. But like, yeah, you can totally do this stuff for me.
You think you haven't already encountered one of those?
No, I'm sure we have. I'm just waiting for it to be fucking like super evil, and we all have to reflect back on our lives.
You apparently have not done enough self-reflection on prior characters. You have encountered an evil magic shop.
I'm sure, and we probably wanted to go back to him.
You went back multiple times.
Is this the evil
Who's the
magic
evil
shop?
magic shop?
Probably the guy from last campaign, the guy that we saw running past, and we were like, "Oh, we need to retrack and go visit." It's probably him.
Who's the evil magic shop? Oh, come on, just tell us. Don't be like that.
It could be a
What
mom.
if you encounter the person again?
It's not a mom. It's the other guy.
What, the traveling
might be
gnome?
different. No. From the campaign with Jackson, Kodak, and whatnot. That guy.
Yeah, the traveling gnome?
What's he? Shit.
Anyways.
Moving on.
That was the character's alignment.
No.
He was neutral evil the entire time we were interacting with him. He was neutral evil. That's fucking stellar. I fucking love you, Lawrence. You're fantastic.
I just went to his character sheet and copied that out. I had to create a character sheet in case you ever fought him.
No wonder the fucking undead never really fucking touched him. Motherfuckers on their side. Sort of.
Mackle didn't like undead.
Mackle. That's his fucking
That
name.
was his name, Mackle.
Mackle.
He wasn't
Jackal.
undead either.
Jackal.
Jackal. Alright, so what are we doing? I'd love it if Chris joined this campaign instead of just being muted except when we ask the questions.
I am geared up, I am ready to go, and we are heading to something.
I presented the 3 options. I got no feedback
Yeah, we
on it.
all fucking know the 3 options. We're talking about them now. And you're like, I don't care, I'll do all of them. Oh, alright.
I just said they're all viable.
So if we go to the keep, a mom's gonna fight us. If we try to get,
if we destroy the keep, a mom's gonna fight us.
okay.
Which he's right, we don't need to destroy the keep. We just need to we need to get the sword back, basically.
Right.
But there's no assurance that it's still here.
That it's still there. We can't go back to Triol because all Triol told us was, here's the swords, destroy them.
Right. So we need to... Can a mom cast a spell to let us know where the swords are now in relative perspective? Because I know he was able to locate them before, but he got cut off.
It's true, and he already...
I will ask that of a mom.
What are you asking him?
I know that you located the swords before. Are you able to locate them again? I know you were cut off before, but perchance
I can try if you're willing to wait out a few more days for me to finish recovery.
Days. And I'll sigh.
Bringing you back drained me quite a bit.
I mean, we could just go kill vampires in the night for fun.
If that's what we're gonna do, we should try to find the Nax.
The Nax.
I refuse to wait more days to task you beyond your limit. I thank you for your information, and I thank you for bringing me back, and I will repay you.
Oh, one more thing while you're out. One of your friends stopped by asking after you.
What?
Which friend?
There were three men. One of them wore this funny mask, but they came asking after you.
Oh.
Fucking Heron.
Harold, Joseph, and the Warlock.
Yep. What did they say?
They were asking where your whereabouts were. I said, I let them know you were staying at the inn. I hope that was the right thing to do.
You probably weren't wrong. That's alarming, though. We should We should remove ourselves between the vampires and these jackals. We're better.
Jackals? Are you saying I should not have sold to them?
You sold to them? What did you sell to them?
Well, I don't normally disclose what customers buy from me, but they bought a necklace of fireballs as well as a few other items.
Can you... I hate to ask. I don't want to breach the seller customer purchase or whatever, but can you be a little more descriptive on what else you sold to them?
I do not feel comfortable doing so, as they I do not like to disclose what any of my customers buy. It's bad for business.
These customers may be trying to kill us. At some point.
No, they are definitely trying to kill us.
So
well, I definitely did just make a significant investment in you, particularly you.
So knowing what they may have.
Give me a charisma check.
Charisma check. All right.
We need to kill these fuckers.
Charisma check is going to be a 21.
21. They bought an amulet of proof against detection and location. They bought the necklace of fireballs, as I said.
Now, is everybody hearing this as you're relaying to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would we not be?
No, I was curious if it was like a one-on-one interaction versus.
The warlock in particular purchased a cape of the Mountebank, as well as braces of defense for the one who looked more like a bladesman.
This is alarming, but I thank you for the information.
Oh, I'm happy. I'm so happy right now.
Why?
Because I get to potentially face off these fuckers when I have a full fucking spell thing available.
After hearing the information saying, this is alarming, but thank you. They've obviously got the advantage, but I don't think they expect us to be as restored as we are.
I think it's time we settle the score.
They know we're staying at the inn. Perhaps we set a trap and wait.
If they're not there already.
Well, we have two individuals who can figure out real quick.
I give a low growl. I agree. I think it's time we settle this once and for all.
So, you two scope it out, and me and Barakas will head towards the end.
Badger, give me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
That happens to be my strongest. What's good? 18.
Okay.
I will be right back in 2 minutes.
Really?
All right. Before we leave the shop, I'm gonna look to a mom and say, "Mom, do you know any places nearby where I can find fertile earth?"
You would be a better judge of that than I.
I can't seem to find any along the streets. So hoping you might know of a place.
You might be able to find a garden around the tower, the keep itself. That would be your best bet.
Can you not just visit the stables?
The stables are not the best place for growing things. I'm assuming that is what the druid is asking for.
Do they not grow things in manure?
I'm not a
No,
how do you
manure.
call it, a green thumb, but you don't normally grow things in pure shit.
Manure is fertilizer. It's not fertile soil.
Oh, I had a joke there, but the live stream. Boo.
Don't blame the live stream for your lack of making a joke.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna blame the live stream.
Make a joke.
Nope. I don't need to be on the front page of BuzzFeed tomorrow.
Yeah, because BuzzFeed watches us play.
Just takes one click.
There's one person on BuzzFeed watching us. Yep, going through
One,
all our
it's
videos.
gonna
to
take
find
one
this
click
one
and
moment.
2 hours of investment to sit through this snooze fest. These fucking nerds just sitting there.
We talk shit and about our lives more than anything on these things, man.
Alright. So what do we do? We're scoping. We're going to shapeshift and scope.
I don't know.
I'm going to look to Badger and ask, any chance you're willing to swing by the keep before we scout? I really want this earth.
Oh, I know what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Right. I know what he's trying to do. Okay.
Someone does.
Do you really find it that pressing? I mean, it could be funny.
It could be more useful than we know.
Sure. We can swing by the keep.
Assuming they're turning into birds, they're going to be pretty quick. Me and Travok are going to walk over to the inn.
Why would you separate the fucking party?
You want to go to the keep all together when you guys can just fly over there real quick?
But isn't the trap waiting for us at the inn?
I'm saying that you could probably fly over to the keep and fly to the inn before me and Travok could even get there, because flying is significantly faster, unless I'm wrong. But that being said, we have no idea where these guys are, and you're absolutely right. So let's go.
Yeah, so
We'll
fuck
to get
off.
an alley somewhere.
Alright. I'm going to shift into an eagle.
I am going to shift into a raven.
Okay.
Either one of you want to pretend to be my familiar. Perch on my shoulder, one of you.
Why, are you coming with us to the garden?
Yeah, you convinced me not to split the party. I was mad at first, and then I thought it out as I was speaking. I was like halfway through the sentence, like, I'm a fucking idiot. He's right.
All right.
I'll perch on your shoulder as an eagle.
Yes!
I perch onto the other shoulder and see
Yes!
if I can pick him up with the combined health of a badger.
We can't pick him up.
I don't know, I figure I'd try.
A bird
You're
the
a
size-
raven. I'm an eagle. I'm not a giant eagle.
Oh, he's a tiefling. He's a tiefling. He's not like small. Never mind.
Even if he was.
I am scrawny, but including my baggage right now, I'm about $190, and 2 tiny birds are not going to lift $190.
To be fair, I'm an eagle. That's not a small
Carl.
bird.
Back, sorry.
A medium-sized bird.
Something else, man.
Still little things for Chris. We feed him that, and then he just goes and drops a fireball and nuke on the party.
That's a possibility.
I'm back, sorry.
All right, we're heading to the keep to find some fertilizer, and you see a hawk and a raven on either one of my shoulders.
Hawk and a raven. Alright.
Totally makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, cool. I don't know what to say about that.
Neither do I.
They shapeshifted, and now I have 2 pseudo familiars on my shoulders, and I'm glowing at the idea.
All right.
Pants look a little damp.
Yeah, right. I got nothing.
To the keep.
Okay. The sun beams down high on the sky. You can see numerous clouds seem to be shifting in as the skies seem to darken. Slowly but surely, rain is on the horizon. Perception checks.
I cast Druidcraft in my eagle form. 13.
26.
You using your eagle sight there, buddy?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep, extra responsibilities being a druid. You gotta know all your stat changes now.
Eagle. Eagle.
I don't think ravens have eagle vision, do they?
No, but they've better sight than you do.
Fair enough.
Should I just use the hawk stats?
Oh, I have advantage.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so that would be a 23.
Yeah, 19.
See, huh? You're welcome. No, thank you back.
Thanks.
Yeah, there we go. The city seems to have livened up a little bit while you were in Mom's shop, though, with the noonday sun starting to pass and the sight of storm clouds on the horizon. You could see the few people that did venture out hurrying to get whatever they were about done. You note that many of the bloodstains you'd seen previously appear to have been cleaned up at some point.
Quite efficient.
Not long before you find yourself around the outside of the keep, along the inner wall.
I'm going to look for fertile earth, for fertile dirt. All right, that is going to be an 18.
All right, you find a small patch of what looks to be a flower garden.
All right.
Pressed up against the wall of the keep.
I revert back to my normal form. I crouch before the garden, and after a small prayer or a quick prayer to Sylvanas, I start scooping earth into the bags, careful not to disturb the flowers. I'm hoping to fill 4 bags with about a pound each.
Launch is like, what the fuck?
I think I figured it out. I'm still going with the fuck, but my problem is I think I figured it out, but I don't know why you need 4 bags.
So am
Whatever.
I able to successfully do it?
You can fill 2 bags without disturbing the flowers.
Okay, then I filled 2 bags. I filled 2 bags, and then I...
Well, you don't fill them. You only wanted a pound in each.
Yeah, a pound
Yeah.
each. So that'll bring me down to 49 bags. And I'm going to secure 1 to the bottom of my staff.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's what I knew. What's good?
That's why I don't know what you need multiple bags for.
Multiple uses.
Multiple times.
Give me a perception check, though.
That is going to be in that 20.
As you do this, you observe that, well, the bags are ideal for holding potatoes. Their rough spun cloth does not make it sealed perfectly, and therefore you can see grains of dirt leaking out from the bags as you move.
I double up the bags and see if that improves it.
It seems to slow the process, though you're sure there's still dirt escaping.
I tie
The
another
bags
2
are
bags
pretty
on.
porous.
So there are 4 bags holding this.
Okay.
Does that
Got plenty of bags. I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying, the bags are porous.
But with 4 on it, does it seem to hold it without losing any now?
Oh, clearly there's still dirt getting out of somewhere, but yeah, it's dramatically slowed.
I'm prepared to keep adding bags until it stops.
Yeah, you do what you want at this point. They're still shittily made potato bags.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever held a potato bag? Dirt comes out of those things.
But if you layer them on...
Today, when we have better technology, dirt still comes out of those bags.
To be fair, potatoes no longer come in those bags.
They do at some stores.
I've worked in a grocery store for a long time. They're all in paper bags.
Well, there you go. That's what they had to resolve to stop it today.
Wrap your toga around it like a railway hobo.
I know exactly what you're trying for at this point. It's absurd, but yeah, I get it. I still don't know why you needed so many bags.
Because it could be super useful.
Hey,
totally.
Penny, say hi.
Hi, Penny. Penny. Penny in the morning, penny in the evening, penny at penny time. When penny is a penny, you can have penny, penny, penny. Hi, Penny.
That's a great song.
You're welcome. You know you're jelly. Ah!
Alright, so anyways, can we move on from fucking Fertile Earth?
Yeah.
Hey, this is on you guys. You can easily have an in-character discussion about this and smack him upside the head.
No, because I know what he's trying to do, and it's brilliant.
Whatever earth fell out of the bags, I'm going to put into my pockets, and then I give the nod to the group.
Totally. This makes lots of sense. We're scooping dirt into our pockets now.
I'm a druid.
Mm-hmm. Whatever you say, buddy.
All right, so I'm all set here.
Yeah, totally all set.
To the end, now that we've been playing for 2 hours and have accomplished nothing.
To the end.
Hey, you met the Nex. You equipped Travok. You poked Vampire in the eye. You sorted things out with a mom. You found out that the 3 mercs are after you still. I think you've accomplished a bit.
Informationally, sure, it's been a good session.
Well, come on, I can only do so much here.
I know.
It can't be combat all the time.
But back.
I'm not looking for combat all the time.
Back to the end.
I'm gonna ready a spell.
You're going back to the inn, or you're going doing something at the keep? What are you?
No, we're down at the keep.
Oh,
we're down at the keep.
Okay. Didn't know that's all you were doing at the keep. Okay. Sure. All right. The storm clouds seem to be rolling closer, and you can hear echoes of thunder in the near distance as you approach the keep. I mean, as you approach the inn.
I don't know if that helps or hurts anything.
I'm gonna ready a spell.
What spell?
Misty Step.
And you're readying it for what?
If and when I get jumped.
If and when. Wow. Very paranoid.
Yep.
I imagine it's evening by this point, or starting to get there?
Starting to get there.
All right, I'm going to put my water pouch on my left side, keep my staff with the sack on it on my right.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that matters. No, I got nothing.
Alright, you walk into the long rest. Seems to be a relatively calm evening, though most of the patrons aren't present. You can see a few scattered individuals drinking, but the place seems very quiet.
I scan the room for familiar faces.
Perception.
20.
You see none.
Go up to the barkeep.
It's a fat, surprisingly elven woman, or half elven maybe.
Ooh.
Yes?
I lay a silver on the bar. Looking for a party of 3. One of the gentlemen's wearing a mask.
Badger, are you still an eagle? You never turned back, so you're still an eagle on his shoulder?
Yep.
And she looks at you a bit askance, staring at the eagle, looking back at you, looking at Travok and Belmar behind you. Party of 3, pretty weird. In front of me. The silver disappears.
I give a loud screech.
You need to put a leash on that thing.
Oh, he's fine. He's friendly. I rub him on his neck a little bit.
He's gonna be in the bar. Needs a leash.
Badger, do your thing, please.
What an odd name for an eagle.
I screech again,
Sorry, go ahead.
hop off the shoulder, and then shift back.
Give me a perception check, everybody.
So what, you've never been an eagle named after?
Do I have perception as an eagle or not as an eagle?
Not as an eagle.
19.
16.
Travok, Belmar, and Badger. At the second screech, and as Badger hopped off his shoulder, you all note that the elf's hand seemed to have slipped beneath the bar. As you begin to transform, the hand eases back out and returns to the surface of the bar, picking up a rag and starting to work on a glass.
You would tip the silver, and you wish to see your intent?
She looks you up and down a bit wide-eyed. Says the eagle. I don't know what kind of games you're playing, but if you're drinking, let me know. If you're looking for food or room, let me know.
We told you what we were searching for, and you took our silver in exchange.
I don't see any silver.
It's interesting to me that the elves have been oppressed in this city for years. And yet the first elf we run across likes to play games. Almost as though those vampires were right.
I don't play games, and you watch how you talk.
I have no problems with elves. I grew up among them. But Shady Elves gives a bad name.
Shady gnomes need to watch their tongues.
Alright.
My tongue is still in my mouth, and I stick it out and waggle it.
I think I've had enough of you boys. I think it's time you leave.
I'm gonna lean against the bar and say, I apologize, lass. My friends.
Apologize all you like. It's time to leave.
Kind of defeated. I look at the group and kind of shrug.
And so we're seeing how such as travel goes, but a puck's on your end.
Ooh.
May you only see vampires. Yeah, and I turn and exit.
Okay.
I leave.
I leave as well.
I leave walking backwards with a menacing scowl, not breaking eye contact.
Noticing this, she pulls out a little hand crossbow and waves it gently at you, before putting it back underneath the bar.
Can I make a perception to see that?
No.
Why not?
Because you walked out of the bar.
Damn it.
And you were walking out, as opposed to Baracus, who was walking backwards, staring at you.
Alright. Okay, Dave.
Really? Okay.
Shit.
I'm gonna light my eyes red and start doing the creepy whistle. Smiling at the same time.
Whistle?
The Kill Bill whistle.
The Kill Bill whistle.
Oh, yep. Okay. Well, that's one less we have to save, if it comes down to it.
You know, we never really asked which inn. You guys want to try the other one?
Might as well.
You gotta work over to the Elf's Final Rest.
Yeah, let's see if they're hanging out.
because we never stayed at the Elves' Final Rest.
True.
Did we tell him on that?
Nope.
No,
You
he
also
said he
did
was
that-
going to the
You also
inn.
had an elf with you previously.
True. Dave is not here, so we don't have an elf with us.
But I would assume a mom would tell them that we weren't at the Elves' Final Rest.
Oh.
Whatever. We'll just go to the Elves' Final Rest.
Yeah? That where we're going?
Sure.
Alright. The Elf's Final Rest definitely has a bit more of a lively atmosphere. There's a bard playing in the corner. And definitely not a full house by any measure, but a good number of patrons are drinking or eating at tables. You can see a number of human women, definitely in the flower of their youth, walking around serving drinks. Well, a large ebony-skinned black man works behind the bar.
I'm 0 for 1 tonight. Anyone else want to try the rock?
I've got no coin to throw around, so.
I approach the bar.
Give me a perception check.
24.
As you approach, you can see numerous scars cover this man's hands. The pink puckered flesh of numerous stab or knife wounds are clearly visible from as he moves his arms, and you can see these scars revealed, both upon his upper body as he wears a sleeveless vest, as well as upon his arms themselves.
Scars remind us.
You see what looks to be a ragged scar across his neck, as if somebody had attempted a garrote upon him.
Hey, so he's a badass. Okay. Let's not pull the same shit we did in the other end. Although I'd like to go back and kill her later.
You're a ranger to druid, not a rogue. Just FYI.
Yeah, but I could shift into a spider.
This isn't Jax.
I could shift into a spider, find where she sleeps, and kill her.
No.
True.
What's your alignment again?
Yeah, that could.
Yeah, okay. Checking.
Alright, I approach the bar. Evening, sir.
What can I do you for?
A bit of information if you're in that game.
I hear things. Buy a drink. You see what you're paying for.
I'll buy a round for my friends, and I'd like some dinner. What's the meal?
Mutton and potatoes.
Sounds delicious.
5 copper a meal. 2 copper an ale.
So what? 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 copper and 28. So 2 silver and 8 copper. Done.
What do you look to learn? People, places, things,
People.
locals.
No.
Whereabouts or what they do?
If they're in these parts. I know they are. Three traveling companions, 1 wearing a mask.
He nods slowly.
The other Blade Master, the third unknown.
He flexes one hand, looks at it, looks down at the table, lifts up his rag, looks at the rag, looks down at the table, and then looks at you.
I slide 2 silver onto the bar.
The rag comes down, covering the silver, wiping the bar top as the silver disappears. They stopped in.
How long? Did they inquire of anything?
They were here about an hour ago. He lifts the rag up and looks at it calmly again before looking back at you.
I smile and produce a gold.
You produce it as I'm holding it up? Okay. Go ahead.
As I put the coin on the table, I give him a smile. I'm assuming that would cover most.
The rag comes down, covering the gold piece, and once again, the coin seems to disappear as he wipes the bar top. I inquired after what looks to be you, though they included an elf in the group. You don't see hodgepodge like yourselves too often, unless there's another group like you wandering around.
That I doubt.
Hadn't seen you, so I couldn't tell them much.
Do you know where they headed?
They were going to check the other major inn in town. The final rest. Or long rest.
So they came to you first, then?
Indeed. He lifts up the rag once more and looks at it again, looks calmly back at you.
I slide him another gold.
He looks down at the coin, looks up at you, and looks back at his rag again.
Nothing else then?
Not for that.
Alright, I'm going to call timeout out of character. Most people are paid in copper and at the best silver, and I've given this dude 2 gold, and he's just.
Yeah. Pay him enough, maybe you'll find out why.
I'll take the gold back. You have a number?
He flexes his hand, revealing his fingers quite clearly.
I give a nod and a smile. I stack 2 stacks of 3 gold in front of me. And I'm going to attempt a dexterity check to pull them into 1.
Okay.
Like you would like shuffle poker chips.
Yeah, I like it. If you've got sleight of hand, you can use that, but otherwise, yes, the dex.
17.
You managed to shuffle them neatly together.
And I give a push with my pointer finger to him. 1 for
He
good
smiles.
faith.
He smiles broadly and sweeps the coins off the table, the bar top. They were offering me 3 gold if I were to tell them when you stopped by.
So I doubled their offer. Perfect.
He slips a copper ring onto the table. They said to put that on and to whisper that you were here, and they'd know. As far as I know, it has no other function. He kicks the ring over with a flick of his finger towards you. It was your will.
Yes, repurpose. Yes.
I give a broad smile. Mutually beneficial. And at that, I flip him another gold.
He snatches it out of the air, deftly making it disappear. He swings around as the kitchen doors open, grabs some plates from the large man in the back, and places your meal before you. Another round of drinks.
I'm good, but I'll buy for my friends if they're taking.
I'm alright. I need to stay sharp.
I shake my head.
I'll pass. I owe you enough.
What are you anyways, friend? He says, gesturing with the chin towards Baracus.
Sorcerer? What do you mean?
You don't see many with horns and a tail walk in. You ain't a dragonborn, I know that.
He ain't dragon, but he's more than worthy.
Cocks an eyebrow.
They refer to us as tieflings.
Ain't that mean you're demon-blooded?
I don't know. I didn't grow up amongst my people. Not for long, anyway.
He snorts, shrugs, and goes and pours a couple pints for some other patrons.
As he walks away. Sir, I didn't catch your name.
Penny.
And the Jets? Oh, Penny.
Penny, come here.
I thought he said Benny. Like, what?
Penny. No, she's walking away. She's got a she's got a bagel. She's good. We're all done.
I'm Volkald. Volkald Stormall. Welcome to my inn.
Schoolhold. I am God King.
So, I'm assuming we all heard what he said about the ring?
Yeah, he wasn't hiding it.
The
whole intro might have heard.
After he walks away in a hushed voice, I'll say to the party, do we know if those men will know who wears the ring? Should we give it back to the barkeep, or is it safe for us to use it and still trick them?
You tell him, Penny. You tell him. I can't believe he's keeping you up this late. What's he thinking? It's Penny! Penny and the Jets. No one else? Alright. I see how it is, guys. Just leaving it all on me. It's rough, dudes. It's rough.
Elf's final rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Call's a cool dude, guys. You haven't had any interaction with him, and he's not a magic dude either.
Well, we couldn't go there because they hate elves, clearly.
The city has a bias against him. You never met Svokold before.
I am going to cast Message onto Badger.
Shocking.
Other two, earmuffs.
No.
Just type it to me on Facebook.
Just Facebook.
They both have them off. I'm wary of ears here. Give it back to the bartender. Tell him to wait 10 minutes, and then call him in. We jump him from the alley and finish this.
I reply with, why not simply step out?
We will step out, but I don't know if they'll tell who's on the other end of that ring.
Yeah, but do we know what alley they're going to come from?
I'll most likely come in through the front door. Go across the way.
Hey.
Okay, out of character. I don't want this to turn into what it did with Dave and the fucking Dragonborn where we light a fucking bar on fire.
So we draw them outside somehow. Because that's my whole arsenal.
I understand that. My point is, it's all AoE damage, so I don't want them to be walking through the front door and we fucking blow this place up with a fireball and catch the front of the demon on fire.
Oh, you're watching the prostate episode.
Lawrence, you have that map?
Which map?
For the town? Because I'm getting really tired of NPCs hating us because we do stupid things. Alright, so that's the final rest, that's the long rest, so we would assume they would probably come from the long rest to the final rest. Although she probably ratted us out. I would prefer we just step out into the main, or we can step into the alley where Dur is and watch for them there and see if they come from the long rest to the final rest, and we could cut them off.
We could do that, or we could head past the massive fortress outside of town and not deal with any type of potential AoE from either us or them.
But then how are we going to get the drop on them? Unless we tell the barkeep to tell them.
That we just left town and have him wait like 20 minutes to say it. Or however long it takes to get out.
Yeah. We could do that.
Okay. That's the plan then.
Okay.
Alright, non-earmuffs. Let's go.
Oh, you guys are cute. I didn't realize you were kicked them off the headsets. You lost Adam though.
Yep.
Penny and the Jets.
Alright, so still in message. Alright, you go take care of the barkeep. We'll finish up here. I'll guide them out.
I'm gonna finish my meal first.
Oh yeah, finish up.
So, obviously, Lawrence, you heard all that, so that's our game plan.
Nope, I didn't hear it. I wasn't listening. And you lost Chris.
He's coming back though.
So he says.
I find fair, but still.
Adam, I take it you've been drinking a good amount tonight.
Yes and no.
Okay, so yes.
Chris, it's all that smoke you're pumping into it.
No, it's an old headset, or there's something wrong with my motherboard. I don't know.
What's the
Yeah, it
what's
is.
the question?
Sounds like we're back in the 90s with you.
It's my fucking quality fuck now again. Jesus fuck.
Yeah, it's buzzing.
Yep. You sound like a robot. Alright.
He's gone.
So what's the question?
You don't sound
Ryan?
like shit.
Or is there one?
Now.
You're good.
You're good.
Fucking thing. Alright.
Well, what are you doing? You're going to message them?
Yeah, I'm going to relay the plan.
Okay.
So essentially, the plan is that we're going to give the bartender more money. He's going to keep the ring. Tell him we're on our way to leave the keep.
No, we're not leaving the keep. We're leaving the city.
Yeah, the city. We're leaving the city, and we're going to jump them from outside to avoid collateral damage. Get the drop on them.
Okay, sounds good.
I talk about this plan, we eat, and we leave.
Baracus, give me a wisdom check.
Uh, 22.
Oh, they're trying to fucking scry us. That's why we're making wisdom checks. So Lawrence is going to take all of our hard work and squash it.
So I should dust off my cleric that I rolled last week.
No, we're just not going to get a jump on them. That's going to happen. Anyways. Finishing my meal.
Smokeout walks back over as he sees you wrapping up your meal. Anything else I can get you boys?
I give a nod to the group for... Well, no, I guess I can do this here. I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to give a nod to Baracus and then a nod to Focald. Meaning...
I'm going to cast message on him.
Thank you.
I am going...
Once I'll do it some way or a fucking other, I swear to God. I'll get people RPing.
Lawrence lost it.
I'm going to cast message on him. Say, greetings, orc friend. It's your tiefling friend. And as I...
You say greetings, orc friend?
Yes.
He's not orc. He's a black dude.
I thought he said big black orc.
No.
I'm not
No,
even
big-
drunk. I heard orc. I swear to
Big
God.
big ebony man, or
All
big
right, so just...
Ebony skinned black man.
I heard orc, man. I'm sorry.
A big ebony skinned black man. That's what I
Fucking
said.
Black skin
ebony
orcs
skinned-
are possible.
ebony
I'm
skinned
sorry.
orc dude that's running an inn called the Final Rest in a vampire run town.
fucking
Why not?
Racist.
All right, I'm sorry. Greetings, friend. It's your tiefling friend. I'm
Wait, did I
communicating
hear
to you
him say that right?
All right, forget it.
Greetings, friend. It's your tiefling friend.
And I'm going to drop 3 gold pieces into my plate and drop my napkin right on top of it. I have a request.
The plate disappears quickly. So I don't know what you order food as well?
Yeah, bought food for everyone.
No, okay. Perfect, then yeah. The plate disappears quickly. Yeah?
I want you to take back the ring, wait about a half hour, and tell our friends that we've left the city. By the exit by the keep.
He lifts up the napkin, looks at the 3 coins. All right.
Just, all right. Like that's it. Just all right.
I give a silent nod.
And I'll slide the ring to him.
Y'all are a weird bunch. You gonna kill the other weird bunch?
We'll see what the night has in tail.
Come back if you want more information. You tip well.
Good to know you have it.
Good hunting.
Okay, let's go set up our ambush.
Hey Travok, give me a wisdom save.
Oh crap.
Ah, he's scrying for us.
Wisdom save is gonna be a 19.
All right. And everybody BRBs?
Can I discern that that's what he's trying? That they're trying to scry from me?
No. Who said that's what's happening?
No, I just wanted to know if I could feel some sort of anything from it, but if I can't, I can't. So here we are.
So as we walk down, I still have my ready to action.
Yeah, you can't have an interminable readied spell. Just
Well, I
That's
reapply
fine. I'm
them.
just saying. It just whoa shit.
Yeah, it's got to be my USB ports.
That
Can you
just
hear
fucking
me?
hurt. Yeah, I can hear you. Your webcam just fucking died though.
Yeah, it did.
It technicolored out.
Where the fuck?
Stop masturbating. The chair's really loud.
I know.
So, basic strategy while we're waiting here. Fantasy hockey. Draft my forwards first. That's my priority.
What are the positions available, and what's the scoring?
I've got 11 forward spots, 5 defense, 1 utility, 2 goalies, and then 5 benches.
Okay, and the scoring?
ESPN standard.
It's been many moons since I've done fantasy hockey. Goals, assists, plus minus, penalty minutes.
Let me pull it up real quick.
Save percentage, wins.
Settings. Scoring. Skating. 3 points for goals, 1 point for power play goals, 1 point for shots on goal, 2 points assists, 2 points shorthanded goals, 1 point power play points, 5 points for a win, 3 points for a shutout, -1 for goals against for goalies.
All right, we'll revisit this. We're all here. I don't know what happened to my camera. It just died. I'm probably need to get a new motherboard.
We're all here. Ryan, I sent you a message.
What the fuck do I have that's causing this?
Oh, I know.
No, you don't. You don't know shit.
I might.
Nope. You don't know shit.
Okay. I smile at the thought, but ignore it.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know shit.
I know
Shut your
everything.
mouth.
I know it all.
Shut your mouth, Mike. You play these weird, twisted games with me, and I don't like it. I'm on to you.
I'm on to you.
I'm not.
I'm on both of you.
I'm on to you.
Alright,
This turned into a real dick party real quick.
let's go kill these fuckers.
Right, so what are you doing?
Ah, son of a bitch. Chris, have half of that link tied back to the 20XX group.
Yeah, and then I sent you another one.
Yep. Led me here.
Adam, your eyes okay?
Yep.
Alright. You're doing one of those things.
Yeah.
Okay, so setting up the ambush.
What are we doing for the ambush?
Mhm.
You leave the city gates, you walk out. Once again, you see about at least 100 yards of clearance around the town's walls, where you start to see scrub brush and trees.
How tall is the tower?
How tall is the tower? The tower's about, yeah. About 20 meters tall.
That would be a great ambush point if it wasn't for the fact that that dude had cast a fireball on it. And then you got a problem.
Or you can just throw grass on your back, and then maybe they won't see you.
I mean, like, for me, like, to stand up there and just like, pow! Pow!
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Directed at Lawrence,
You've given us a running joke for how many years at this point?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That was, like, one of the first times we... Well, not one of the first times we ever played, but...
That was Adam's
back when...
first time playing.
Yep.
That was our
back
first,
when we were playing in your parents' basement.
That was our first persistent campaign.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think I was even part of the group then.
You were joining the group at that point.
Alright, Badger, where do you think we should post up?
I'm going to use survival to see if there's a good ambush point.
Any parameters you're looking for in particular?
Most coverage, possible cover on ourselves while still being able to fight, like actual cover, and then line of sight cover.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
And I got a 20. 14 plus 6.
From where you are, this close to the city, you don't see anything that meets those parameters. Because there's been clearance for 100 meters out from the city walls, there's really almost no coverage. In the distance, you're familiar with, from your travels, a number of hills. You're aware the forest gets a little thicker past that clearance level, but in the immediate surroundings, not so much.
Alright, so I'll move out until once the shrubs start to get thicker, and I'll gesture, obviously, for them to follow.
Alright.
I will survival again. Basically, I'm looking for coverage for the spellcasters. Now we're down a guy, too. We don't have fucking hell. So I'm looking for range and line of sight for spellcasters, so they have good line of sight, but can also easily be impairing someone else's line of sight. At least 2 positions, and then another 2 where we could easily step out of something and get a drop. Whether it be dropping from a tree or whatever the case may be. Survival is a 18.
Alright. You find a relatively suitable area about 200 meters out from the city itself. The trees will start to grow a little bit thicker, though if you stay where they're starting to thicken, you can see relatively clearly almost to the city itself, while still being in decent coverage yourself. Belmar, give me a wisdom check.
Fuck!
That is going to be... Is this just a check or a save?
It's a save.
Okay. So that is going to be a 15.
Okay.
Also, as soon as I get close to the first tree I come by, I'm going to place my hand upon it and deeply pray to Sylvanas for a moment. Greatly relieved to be out of that city.
Alright, you feel the warmth of nature and Sylvanas' love flow through the tree to you. You feel a momentary buff, as if somebody had just cast Bless upon you.
Ooh.
The dagger of Maliki had no special properties, right? It's just a dagger.
So far.
So what's that, D4? Okay.
Alright, if we're posted, I'm going to have me and Belmar should probably watch our backs. We know these guys can teleport. Hopefully they don't teleport out of the city. Logic would say otherwise, but we never know. And we'll have you and Travok watch the front.
Okay, I'm going to hide, which is what, stealth, and I have plus advantage. So 23. I'm going to knock an arrow to my short bow and ready an action that I plan on pumping the warlock full of arrows as quickly as I can.
So wait, what are Brackus and I doing?
Really, Adam? Yes, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
It's up to you, man.
I mean, we're short Dave Adams. No offense, man. You're clearly out of it. I think we're going to call it there.
There.
Okay.
Alright. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the early sesh, but...
Nothing to do with you.
Yeah,
Some
no,
people
you're
just can't handle their fucking alcohol.
Let's
Unbelievable.
call it, how much did you need for the level?